Oh yes, you know what this time is? This time is to stick the plenum chamber in. Now if you're wondering, these holes are supposed to be there. There's one on each side. I believe once upon a time it might have been a drain or something. I don't really know its point, but it's a bit of a diamond shape. It's supposed to be there. And now, after that, I have replaced all of the firewall lip, all the sides. I will probably replace the bottom half of that. The top half seems to be okay, so now I'll just do the bottom half later. That way I can get the plenum chamber in. I don't think I'll ever be finished fixing rust on this thing. So I've just copper sprayed it. Look at that, the whole lip looks good. Yeah! Whew! It's only going to be a short video, but I've got the plenum chamber. I'm going to do some rust repairs once it's actually in place. Just because it's kind of easier that way. But at least it's sitting on something that's solid now. Nice. Okay, the end of the day, here we go. I have got it 50% welded in. All the key areas are in. Everything lines up nice. Things like this area I was going to tackle once it was in, as if it was a normal rust repair. I've got to fix this. Now you might wonder why that is different, because that came off a different car. And that bracket's welded higgledy-piggledy. So that doesn't matter, I'll fix that up. I have another bracket to go here. I've got this one to go here. Weld in there. You might wonder why I left the from here to there off, because I was going to replace this top lip, because I replaced the inner, that midsection, well technically it's the lower, and I didn't like what I saw above it, so I'm going to replace that, just like what I did with the firewall. So don't worry about that, but that section was all good. And this piece is now in. Ooh, that's a bit warm. Do you know it's warm? It's very warm. Turns out I just finished welding. Duh. Yes, so that's welded back in. All of those lined up in their original spots, because that piece came off there. So I know that, and then obviously, it's pretty obvious that that only goes in one spot, and that hole was lined up with this one, which had a rustier version, but it still had the same hole, which I could line up off of, which is on this side. You can just see it's still there. So, and I've had them both on and off and test fitted them about 3 bajillion times. So, I mean, yeah, the weld's don't look brilliant, but yeah, that's why they invented grinders. I know they're solid, and I can feel behind these, and I can feel a blob of weld, which means it's gone through the top, the middle, and the bottom layer, and it's hanging off the bottom, which means it's gone all the way through. Which means it's a good weld. Now, I'll tell you what, that added some strength to this car. Phew, big job, but we're getting there. More to come. Just everywhere you look, you just find rust. Yeah, there's a hole all the way along the top. There's some more. At some point in time, I've got to fix that. Still some more over that side. Trays stuffed. There's holes in the back window. Obviously, in the roof, there's some pretty big holes. I've still got to get the dash in. Now, I've still got to fix this plenum chamber. Obviously wasn't perfect. It had its own holes too, but they're easy to fix. I'll do it once it was in. I was more interested in this car having its strength back than little bits of rust. Little bits of rust can be fixed, but the whole thing itself is a fairly structural member, and I really wish they make them, but they don't. So that came off a donor car. So we're getting there.